Scientific notation, multiplying and dividing. This is a digital lesson, and we're going to teach students how to multiply numbers that are written in scientific notation and how to divide. So the lesson just starts with a review of what scientific notation is, and then how to multiply. So we're going to multiply by separating them into two different multiplication problems. We're going to multiply what we call the mantissa, these first terms, separately, and then multiply the exponents separately. So we get 5 times 6 is 30 times 10 to the 10th power. So remember the rule, when the bases are the same and we're multiplying, we add the exponents. So I get 30 times 10 to the 10th power. Now, since it's not in scientific notation, we need to change it so that it is. So here we need only one number to the left of the decimal point. So in order to do that, we're going to divide by 10 here and then multiply by 10 here. So if we divide by 10 here, we get 3. And if we multiply by 10, we're just going to add one more number to our exponent, 10 to the 11th power. So students are going to be doing this on the next few slides. Here, if we multiply 4 times 1 2/10, and students are just going to be typing in this text box, they're going to get 4 8/10 times 10, and then it gives them a little instruction here if they need a review on how to add an exponent in Google Slides. So we're going to add 3 plus 5. We want an exponent of 8. So I'm going to come up here to Insert, come all the way down to Special Characters, and then type in the word superscript. And you might want to post these rules somewhere until the students get the hang of this. So when you type in superscript, you get all of these exponents. You get a negative. You can put in 2 numbers if you need to. This one we're just looking for an 8. So I click on the 8, and it inserts it right into the problem. So we get 4 8/10 times 10 to the 8th power. It's already in scientific notation, so I don't need to make any other changes. They're going to do the same thing on the next slide. Now, when they get to slide 6, now we're going to get an answer that's not in scientific notation. We're going to multiply 9 times 3 and get 27 times 10. We add the exponents, we're going to get to the 12th power. So again, insert, special characters, type in that word superscript, and I'm going to choose the 1 and the 2. So 1, these are a little hard to see sometimes, but this box makes it a little bit easier to see, so that pops up. You can see it a little bit better. So 1 and 2. And then I can X out. Now, this is not in scientific notation because I have 2 numbers to the left of the decimal point. So in order to change it so there's only one number to the left of the decimal point, I'm going to divide by 10 here and multiply by 10 here. So if I divide by 10, I get 2 7/10 times 10, and I divided, so now here I need to multiply. That'll give me one more number in my exponent of 13. So again, insert, special characters, superscript, and I want 13, so I'm going to click on 1 and 3. They're going to do the same thing on the next slide. And then we're going to go into division. So dividing 2 numbers in scientific notation, we're going to separate it again into 2 different problems. The mantissa, so we got 4 5/10 divided by 9, 10 to the 12th divided by 10 to the 8th. And if you remember the rule here, we're going to subtract the exponents when we're dividing. So here I end up with 5/10 times 10 to the 4th power. I want to change it back to scientific notation, so I'm going to multiply by 5, or multiply by 10 here, and divide by 10 here. So students are going to do some of these problems. Again, divide by subtracting your exponents, change back to scientific notation. So they've got a few more of these to practice. And here we've got some negative exponents, so they need to be careful. And then they have a challenge problem at the end. So here, this is a little bit of a challenge. So for some of you students, your students that are really getting it and they need a little bit more, they can do the challenge problem at the end. So this is scientific notation, multiplying and dividing.